y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You watch my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing a real light talk mini edition of the charges of Tim Norman in the alleged conspiracy murder for hire plot to kill his nephew. Yes, Andre Montgomery. Alright, Tim Norman was part of the show Sweetie Pies. Welcome to Sweetie Pies. And Miss Robbie is the owner. This is his mother of the restaurant, a well-known restaurant. I never watched the show, and I'm not gonna watch the show now due to all this thing going on. I had never watched it, so but I was seeing bits of clips now that people putting on Twitter, clips of things away of to talk about the death. Could they talk about the death of in the show and how it hurt the family and stuff like that? But now this came out, and now imagine what the family's going through now. Imagine what the family's going through now that this came out, that he was part of the killing of his own nephew. His own nephew, y'all. Like, come on now. Over money, which is not surprising because a lot of people, if you watch a lot of investigation ID channels, shows, crime shows, stuff like that, people kill for money. Life insurance policy, alimony, all that stuff. People kill for money. So it's not far-fetched to think that he would do that, but it's just crazy that he will be the one who was part of it, not knowing that the family is devastated over it, and never said anything. Never said anything with a straight face, kept it to himself, and thought he got away with it. Did all that. Now, the details, I will put the article on the comment section so y'all can read it yourself, but I'm going to give you a little overall background of it. So, since around 2000, it was 18 years old now. He's 21 now, so like 18 years old nephew, like that. Alright, so around 2014, 2016, like this happened of Andre was killed. And Norman had hired a dancer named Taria Ellis. She emailed him saying that she was going to be in the area, St. Louis, Missouri. Going to be in the area. He flew from California to St. Louis at around the time that Andre got killed. Now, they was talking through burner phones, and that's how the FBI caught up to them with the burner phones. They were talking to the burner phones, and they were texting, communicating with each other through the time. Norman texted Taria the address of where Andre was living in. Like, Taria was there at the time. They indicated that Andre was talking on the phone was a girlfriend, but somebody in the phone heard a woman in the background. That happened. Andre is dead. Now, she flew to California, or she went to California to where her mom and everything, and deposited over $9,000 in different various accounts. $4,000 here, $3,000 here. When she had a negative balance, this and that, another $1,000 here, all stuff. She deposited a lot of money in the account. Now, this came about because he took out a $450,000 life insurance policy on his nephew, Andre Montgomery. I know, how can you take out a life insurance policy of a family member? I mean, it's possible, but I don't know the legalities of it because that's not your own child. So if you're going to take a life insurance policy, if he was young at the time, you would have to get parents' signature or something like that. Or if he was 18 and older, he's adult. How he got Andre to take over it, so like that. To agree, maybe he believed his uncle. He liked his uncle and everything, and he went along with it, not knowing that would be to his death. It's like whatever. Now we all hear about Tim Norman do that with various people. Jennifer Williams, the Basketball Wives, was telling us about how she was dating him and she was nervous at the time that episode, that season, and that was the last season I had watched. That she was so scared. She was taking a life insurance policy. He was stalking her. He abusive and all that stuff. She couldn't deal with him, so she had to go to jail and get all that stuff and get a protective restraining order against him. People was clowning her and they didn't want to believe her. It was like, oh yes, people were she was trying to warn us about him. She's trying to warn us about him. People in the show, that girl named Janae, I think that's his baby mama or something like that, was trying to warn people about him too. People were skeptical of him. Now, during the show Sweet as Pie, they was talking about the death of Andre. His mother, which is the grandmother of Andre, her own grandson, she was devastated because she wanted to have Andre at over there to give him a better life or something. I guess he was in the bad neighborhood. It was bad influence around crowd. So she couldn't over here. She took him under her wing so she could raise him to finish high school. And then he probably was going to go back. And he did that. But now, after he finished the high school and everything, weeks later, something like that, he ended up dead. Now, in the reunion, she was crying, devastated. The family was just lost. And he was sitting in straight face. Straight face because he was connected to it. Straight face. Act like he was so concerned. Say this and say that. They walked down the street when a lot of killings happened in that area. And they talked about it on the show. Well, I'm not going to watch it, so I'm not going to really go back and watch it, anything like that. Talk on the show of what happened to Andre. All this happening, and he was part of it. So, she was depositing money in her account. And he did all this hiring, did all this communication and everything. He waited a week later to try to collect the money of the life insurance policy. And he didn't have all the documents to get the money. Until this day, he never got the money. So you did all that to never even got the money. So what was that for? What was that for to never got the money? Now, I'm not condoning that he should have got the money and everything and be doing good. But if you go accomplish the money, if you go accomplish killing someone, don't you think you should have got the money that you was accomplished when you was hiring someone to do? It's like, I don't understand that. And it's devastating that how, now I can think of how the family is feeling. How Miss Robert can realize that not only that she lost her own grandchild, now she loses her own son, and he might be going to jail for a while. I mean, it's still investigating and stuff like that, but I will still keep up on the story and give you the news. But not only that, her own son was responsible for her own death of her grandchild. And now, whoever that child's mother is, and father, the parents, and now they go feel a separate way about Tim. And now how freaking going to court will be. Because now the family will be like odds with each other. Because he knew all this time. Hired someone, hired dancer, all that stuff. Now, Taria Ellis got charged, and she got arrested as well. And now this guy got the nerve to be mug-shotting a smiling face. The same as Smig mug smiling face he always do in his pictures. Now, my thumbnail will show the smiling mugshot and him smiling with his mother, showing that he got that same ass sinister smile. So I said, how you smiling in a mugshot? Then you know something's not right with that. And I was like, it comes to the point in day and age while we're going through this pandemic and stuff like that. People, y'all, be careful. I know you got family, you might trust family members, stuff like that. Be careful. Anything that devolves a large sum of money, don't tell nobody about anything you got. Don't tell nobody they're beneficiaries. Let them find out when you're deathbed. Like I said, get a life insurance policy. You want to protect your loved ones after you die, everything, that's fine. But don't tell nobody nothing. I'm sorry to say that, to give that advice, because, or don't have nobody take out money out of your policy on you. But it's come to the point that you got to be wary. You had to be wary because people kill for that. Especially, you know how much money they had, all that stuff. And now, remember, Tim and his mom was going back and forth with legal proceedings and lawsuits because Tim was trying to take the name and open restaurants under Sweetest Pie name, and that was that. So he was not stranger to a lot of these going in and out of jail and all that stuff and taking money and money issues or whatever money problems. He's not a stranger to that. So I wanted to bring this news to y'all because I was very devastated just hearing the story. Reading the story, and I was in bed and I said, let me get up, I need to talk about it because it was very heartbreaking to even hear that a family member was responsible for another family member's death. Now, Ms. Robert was crying on the reunion, and he sat there and he didn't say nothing, was acting like he was concerned, we know that he was part of it. So, hope he get due justice, because he's in jail now. Those guys ain't gonna like that. Big hits, wild ass, just like that. I want to do all of that. Okay. You get what you deserve, man. That's all I want to say. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Read the article. Put in the comment section how y'all feel about this. And let's discuss. Talk to y'all later. Alright? Peace.